Bonjour, I'm your host, Alistair. Most of the topic on this channel stems from fruitful conversation that I've had in my real life. And so today is no different. A contractor of mine asked me a very simple question, Monsieur Nzekio, where are you invested in? And I answered. So let's talk about it really quickly. The majority of where we put our money when it comes to the market is in index fund, and we use Vanguard as our gateway, but there's many other avenues. Of course, that's excluding our retirement accounts and etc. Now, we also have money into individual stocks. Now, for individual stocks, I have to caution you, pick your own strategy for that, because it's a lot more complicated. The chances of you making a return is significantly different than if you were to put money into an index fund. But this is what we do and how we do it. And the way we pick our individual stocks has everything to do with how it marries or in conjunction with how we live. For example, we have Netflix stocks, we have Disney stocks, and we have Nvidia stocks. Now, why those three specifically? Simple. So we are gamers and we build our own computers. So we are no stranger to Nvidia, and we've been gamers for quite a while, since college. So, and if you know their products, if you are a gamer or if you know Nvidia products, you know how well and how they've been leading the industry in terms of quality. So it was no brainer as we got older and having more disposable income. And if you had a stock to pick, we picked that one only because Nvidia is in the household. The second stock is Netflix and Disney, for the simple reason that we, as a streaming service, obviously we watch TV and streaming service, right? The bigger hitter in the household is Netflix, and the second biggest hitter is Disney. Simple as that. There's no rhyme, there's no reason, there's no thought process extra than this is products that we use. Therefore, we have money into those individual stocks, and that's how we pick those individual stocks. But the majority, I would say, 90% is in index funds, and it's literally that boring. It's simple as that. Generational wealth is wealth built on wealth over generations. And, at first glance, when you take a bird's eye view of it, it's very intimidating and daunting. And a lot of people might think, oh man, that's not going to be me. I cannot do that. No, that's not true. One easy way to enter into the generational wealth spectrum are brokerage accounts. Guys, and I say that because most people don't invest. The number, I think it was 23% of Americans invest into a brokerage account, which is absolutely nothing. It's like, what? But that being said, if you want to secure your kid for generational wealth, open a custodial brokerage account. And what you do is you just fund the account. That's it. You could do $5,000 per year, put into your child's custodial account every year until they're 18. And at 18, they take it over. And hopefully, because I would assume that, you would teach them some financial responsibility by the time they're 18. I mean, the plan and the goal is, I have a kid, and people that have kid, you may have planned for everything, but it could turn out to be a completely different thing. And so hopefully by the time they are 18, what you do is that, hey, look, you go get a job and, 10%, $1,000 per year, you put into your brokerage account, and then I will match it. So you teach them a little bit how 401k works, right? The matching system. You teach them a little bit how 401k works. You give them values that they still have to go to work, make an income, and then you match whatever they can put into the brokerage account. And hopefully by the time it's time for college, or when they graduate college, you will have a nice sizable nest egg. And, in my daughter's case, she won't have to spend the money to go to college. But hopefully in your case, they'll be super smart, get a full ride to school, or I don't know, you could use the money in the brokerage account and put a down payment towards their first property, and they can start building their own personal wealth like that way. But that's a great way to give your kid a leg up. Open a brokerage account and fund it. Now, this is personal, of course, but I'm not a big fan of 529, so I wouldn't entertain a 529. That's just me. Because you get a lot more flexibility with a brokerage account than you do with a 529, right? That's just my opinion. I've detailed a little bit one of the strategies, some strategies we use to live below our means. And again, regardless of how much money you save, and plenty of studies out there shows that saving is not the best way. It's a good way, but it's not the most efficient way. The most efficient way is a combination of saving, but a combination of increasing your income. That's the most efficient way to create disposable income in order for you to start protecting or creating infrastructures around your future self, right? And so in the video, I detail some of the strategies we use to live below our means. And one of the main ones that we did was that we orchestrated our lives, and we still do, around a single income. We're a double income household. And so, and my spouse is the income that we orchestrate around. So it leaves literally my entire income as our investment income. And because we focus most of our young years, we've been together since 23 years old, and I'm 38 now. And beginning of our careers, we focus so much on increasing our income that now that we built our livelihood around a single income, it makes it so investing for us is not as risky. It's a lot more enjoyable, and it's a lot more fruitful. But again, it's because we've sat down and we've had a decision, and we talked about it right before we got married. We talked about what we wanted in life, and we discussed and be like, okay, this is what I envisioned for my goals. Is that what you think? Yeah, same. And then we sat down, even as we were dating, we were not married at the time. And we plan our future out. And of course, in that planning, we were very much in love. And that planning was, we're going to get married one day. And how would that change? And one day we'll have kids. And how would that change? We talked about that a lot. But I credit that to conversation, forward planning, and so to inspire you out there, I'm not saying you should try to live your life on a single income, but if it's possible, budget around a single income, and so everything else is used to secure your futures. But one best way to get into generational wealth for your children is simply open a brokerage account and fund it. Trust me, by the time they're 18, because that's when they get access to their account, you're going to see a lot of money in there. And you'll be like, wow. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. I am your host, Alistair.